Right.
So to help us break this all down, we've got two really interesting sources to work with today. We've got a BBC News article
Okay.
that goes into detail about the recent U.S.-Ukraine talks in Saudi Arabia, which is where this whole ceasefire idea got started. And we've also got an analysis of the situation by Professor Aaron Alves, who dives into the potential motivations and strategies, from both sides.
Yeah, that's a great combination. Having that factual base from the BBC and then kind of that deeper analysis from Professor Alves should give us a lot to work with.
For sure. So let's start with the basics, like what actually happened. The BBC article explains how U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who I think a lot of people will remember from his time in the Senate, how he presented this 30-day ceasefire to Russia. And this all happened during those talks in Saudi Arabia.
Right.
And it seems like, at least from what the BBC is saying, Ukraine's response has been cautious, but, kind of hopeful.
Yeah.
Zelensky called the proposal positive.
Yeah.
But he also made it really clear that Russia needs to prove they're actually serious about stopping the war.
It's a show me, don't tell me kind of situation at this point.
Totally. After everything that's happened, Ukraine has every right to be a little skeptical.
Absolutely, yeah. And the BBC article also points out that these talks, these U.S.-Ukraine talks, were significant for another reason. This was their first official meeting since that pretty public disagreement between Zelensky and former U.S. President Donald Trump.